Yo, what's poppin', man? It's your boy Foggylungz, man. Back on this podcast shit, man. You know how I do it. Hit one of my peoples up on the jack, you know what I'm saying? And let them talk that shit. You know, this time around I got a good fucking guest, man. Now I mean, I fucking look up to this nigga. And, you know, enough said really, man. You know how I do it, man. I'm just gonna get right to it. Let's go.
Yeah, what's good, brother?
Yo, what's good, man? What's poppin', kid? You live right now, man.
I'm chilling, brother. How you feeling?
I'm chilling, man. Let them know who you talking to, bro.
Yeah, it's your man Poobs, you know what I'm saying, D-Block, producer, engineer, and along with a bunch of other shit, video, film director, all types of joint.
Definitely, man. What's good, man? It's been a while. What up, man?
Yeah, I'm just chilling. I'm in the studio right now. You know what I'm saying? Been in the lab all day. You know what I'm saying? About to wrap up and go eat for a minute. But besides that, you know what I'm saying? Just working, doing a lot of just shit outside of the music right now. Just a lot of film and just literature shit, just books and films and shit.
That's what's up, man. Word, man. But you know, I got you know, just chilling, man. I appreciate, you know what I'm saying, you letting me, you know, call you real quick and do this interview on the podcast and all. I really appreciate that shit. And I just, you know,
no doubt, it's all love.
No doubt, I appreciate it, man. And I, you know, got a couple questions I'm pretty sure people want to, you know what I'm saying, hear and all that. I mean, with the first thing being, like, you know, how'd your music career begin and shit? You know what I'm saying? Like when you picked it up or whatnot.
Pretty much, the hood I grew up in, like I grew up like in Yonkers, in the hood like called Highland. So on Highland there was a producer who worked with an artist that was a legend already in Yonkers called DMX, and the producer's name was PK. So PK kind of he lived up the hill from me, and then but he's a bunch of years older, and then I had another boy named Shop, and he lived on Riverdale, so that was pretty much just like 2 blocks away. So and he, you know what I'm saying, so both of them were like, well, Shop was like, I would go to his crib and, like, you know what I'm saying, DJ and shit, and he'd put me on the DJ and shit. We go get records and buy, you know what I'm saying, cut school and go, you know what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying, find different crazy record stores in the city and shit and get different records and shit. And then from there he started getting like beat equipment and shit, and then I started fucking with his beat equipment. And then PK would have like me and a bunch of other kids from the neighborhood like come over to his crib and like rap and fuck around with his equipment and shit like that. So I had, like, you know what I'm saying, I had a few people that at a young age that was showing me that it was possible. So you know, like, you know, wherever you at, pretty much any hood you in, whenever you're a kid with nothing, if whenever you see something that can give you a way out, you're gonna try to gravitate towards that. And if you see that you can do it, and people's telling you, like, you know what I'm saying, like giving you good criticism and telling you that you got a shot, then that's just gonna make you go harder.
Definitely, man. Bless. That's what's up right there, man. So, like, in the nutshell, pretty much, like, how long you been doing this shit, like?
I mean, well, I mean, my official, like, into the whole shit was Slippin', was DMX Slippin'. So that was like, that was kind of the record that got me into the door. So, cause my man Shock produced it, and you know what I'm saying, I didn't co-produce it, but I was right there with him, helping him as much as I could. So, and I, like, him and I were making beats together, like, for a minute already. So when Rough Riders, you know what I'm saying, picked up that track, they started fucking with the both of us, and that's kind of what brought me in. So I don't know what year that was exactly, but early 2000s.
Yeah, slipping is like 98. So I'm gonna assume like early 98 or summer 98 because they already had the other shit
Well,
out.
well, X first album was '98, and that was the single for X second album.
Yeah.
So I think he had put out 2 albums in a year, so it had to be like 98, 99, 99 probably.
Yeah. That's what's up, man. I didn't even know that, man. That's some dope shit right there. So we know you like from all the mixtapes and all the engineering and all the other stuff, you know what I'm saying? That like the locks shout you out a lot and shit. Now one point after that, you know what I'm saying, that you started getting up with LOX.
Well, from working with Rough Riders, I had started fucking with them, but the studio that I rock out in when I'm in Yonkers is the exact same studio that me and Shock had before it all started. You know what I'm saying? Like, so like that's what we already had that spot. So so they used to come to our shit, and like we stopped fucking with Rough Riders. You know what I'm saying? Cause like for different reasons or whatever. But like we broke off of Rough Riders and just kept doing our own thing. So they started coming and fucking with us, and then eventually my man like he got married and moved away and started doing a whole bunch of other shit. But you know what I'm saying? But I just kept rocking with it.
That's what's up, man. And
Yeah.
like when
Then from us just working together, D Block, you know what I'm saying? We had Super Mario, and we just started doing the D Block shit, and it, like that. That's where pretty much it all. That's how pretty much D Block all started. Like, you know what I'm saying? As far as musically, like Styles had already had the idea, like for the Locks to have their own record company and call it D Block, but it all like officially like really started when we started working together in the studio.
That's what's up. Word. That like I ain't know that shit. Like we thought like pretty much that like Luch had, you know what I'm saying, like was like yeah that he started and shit. But damn, that's dope. But
Yeah. A lot of people think that because when it first kind of popped off, Luch was kind of at the head of it because Styles was locked up.
Oh hell yeah, yup.
You know what I'm saying. So we was trying to make the most of it. You know what I'm saying. Take it as far as we could because while Styles was locked up, you know what I'm saying. Kiss was like working on one of his solo albums with Rough Riders at the time. So like he was in and out, like, you know what I'm saying, like he like whenever we needed him, like he popped in and help us out, and then besides that, you know what I'm saying, he had to fulfill the shit he had to do with Rough Riders and that. But you know what I'm saying, and then Styles was locked up, so the person that you heard it coming from the most at the time, at the beginning was Sheik. So yeah, it makes sense.
Oh shit, dope. That's dope, man. Thanks for sharing that. Yo, how about because we know like you got like dark bassy beats and shit. So I wanted you to elaborate on your production and shit, because I don't know if many know, but like your production, like you do beats, and like who you done beats for, or you know what I'm saying? Like talk about them beats, man, and you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, I done a lot of shit for Styles. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I done a bunch of shit for Kiss. I done shit for Styles and a lot and shit. But and I worked with Black Thought. That was dope. I was dumb happy to work with Black Thought. But my shit basically just my shit comes like I ain't the dude that's gonna like you're gonna turn on because you want to be happy and dance to, pretty much. You know what I'm saying? Like my shit is more melodic, more just deep in thought. You know what I'm saying? More like light a blunt and just think for a minute, and or you know what I'm saying? Just it's more pain to it. And that just comes from the element of where I'm making it in. I'm in, you know what I'm saying? You already know we in Yonkers, so, and I don't be driving around too or nothing like that. So I walk around all day. So it's pain out here. So I try to put it all into the music.
Definitely, that shit reflects a lot too. That dark, gritty sound with the fucking bass. Son, you nice on the beats, man. Word. And as far as the engineering, like, cause yeah, anytime I was in the studio, you know, I'll be there, I hustling, like, yo, how the fuck you did that? You know what I'm saying? And you put me on to a few
Yeah.
things and shit. But like, what's good with the engineering shit? Like, you said you was DJing. Like, when did you pick up, like, yo, fuck that, I'm gonna start recording niggas and shit? Unless you already had that, I don't know. Elaborate on that.
Nah, well, yeah. So, like me and my man Shock again. Well, he was a dope. He was a dope DJ. He probably still is a dope DJ. I haven't heard him do it in a very long time, but I wouldn't be surprised because he was dope. I was pretty much just picking it up, but I've always had a real good ear for music. You know what I'm saying, and shit. So, like once he got his beat equipment, I never played an instrument in my life, but I always had music in my head, so I would just hum shit out, and then he would play it, and that's kind of like how me and him like really started really fucking with each other with the beats, because like he like a lot of times with a lot of things I find that even with film now, like there's people with equipment and then there's people with ideas. And a lot of times they're not the same two people. You know what I'm saying? And like with film, there's like this cameraman, and then a lot of the cameramen don't really have the vision. You know what I'm saying? They require like somebody else to bring the vision, and then they bring like the skills they have as a cameraman. And the same thing with music. Like sometimes you'll have a guy who can play the piano dope, but like he might be able to play Mozart, right? Like I can't play Mozart. I can't play Beethoven. I could play me though. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll sit in front of the shit and I'll create my own shit because, you know what I'm saying? But there's some people that is the opposite. Like, they can't create their own shit, but they can play other people's shit. You know what I'm saying? So when you're able to provide them that, like, I don't want to hear that. Like, I don't want you to play nothing else. Like, play this, play what's in my head. And that's kind of how I started with the music. And then with the engineering, just kind of evolved from that because we started wanting to try to work with artists or whatever, but we didn't have an engineer. So you know what I'm saying? I was like 18. I was like 18 at the time. So I figured, fuck it, you know what I'm saying? Like just as a trade, you know what I'm saying? Like that'll be a good trade to learn. So I went to school for that. And then you know what I'm saying? And then while I was going to school for that, it was like a year trade school. And while I was doing that, then like we already had the studio, so I was kind of like while I was going to school, I already had like a place to work at, so it was just better for me. And then it just kept going. From there, it just kept going. But the school I was going to, you know what I'm saying, like they had like dumb old equipment. They were still working on reel to reels and shit. So it kind of sucked. But learning to do that and then bringing that into the digital world is ill because the shit that would take a long time or the shit that you had to do like now that you can do it, the shit that would take a week now kind of could take a second. So like, so the amount of work that you can do if you know what you're doing is like you can do so much more, so much faster, you know, as long as you know what you're doing. So that's why like once you get like the handle of it, then you'll start doing what I'm doing, where you just start running, where you can pretty much mix a record while you're recording it.
Definitely. I seen you in action too, man. I'd be like, yo, dude, that shit be blowing my mind, son. That shit, I was like, damn, trying to catch up and shit, and I hustle. Word, but you still be doing the engineering thing and shit? I know you're doing videos now, which we're gonna, you know, that's pretty much the next question about the videos. But I was just wondering, do you still be on that, or you just straight film now? Like,
I mean, if I'm asked to do it and it makes sense, then I'll do it. You know what I'm saying? But on a day to day, nah, I don't even do it. I don't do it.
All right, now how about
you know?
Go ahead, my fault.
Cause you know, I'd be in there like all day, every day, just doing that. You know what I'm saying? And like either that, between that and beats and shit, that was like every day. Now it's not like now. Like if I'm needed and I'm asked to, then I'll do it. But other than that, I stick to the you know, to mostly just writing. You know what I'm saying? I've been writing a lot of and putting together you know what I'm saying, like a bunch of different like films and shows and, you know what I'm saying, like and books and just a whole bunch of different shit, you know what I'm saying? So I just been working on that more than anything.
That's what's up. So you got any like possibilities of like a short film or a feature film or shit like that you working on, or you don't want to talk about
Yeah,
that? That's cool too.
I'm hoping to start shooting my first short the middle of July. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully, you know what I'm saying, knock on wood, if everything keeps going according to plan, then I'll be shooting my first short film on like around the second week in July. So that's cool. And then and then besides that, I just been trying to do a whole bunch of shit. I'm hoping, you know what I'm saying, just to, you know what I'm saying, just try to talk it into existence even more than it is now. Trying to land the show on Telemundo. I can't say too much about it right now because I don't want nobody to listen and bite my show and jump over me. But but I'm working. But I'm working on some shit that I'm trying to get to Telemundo. That would be dope. You know what I'm saying? And so hopefully that should go through. And then and then like I said, I got a bunch of. I went out to London for like a year and wrote a series of kids books. I got like a bunch of kids novels and shit that I'm about to get. Like I'm trying to get published soon. Just, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just working on a bunch of different shit and a bunch of different genres and shit and just stay creative.
That's what's up, man. Hey, that's real good, man. I'm happy for you, man. I'm pretty sure you know what I'm saying, you know what you're doing and shit, but damn, that's dope, man. I'm mad proud of you, man. I seen you, man, working. Yeah, that's dope, son.
Yeah, and then with the videos, that was just it started off with me I just wanted to show I wanted to do one video, and it was Kiss has a song called Without You, and it was on his mixtape. It was on his consignment mixtape, and when I heard the record, I was just, you know what I'm saying, I was just like, yo, let me do this video, you know what I'm saying, like, and I had never done a video, but I was like, yo, I got a dope video on my head, you know what I'm saying, I was like, yo, like, let me do this video, and he was like, yeah, go ahead, do it. So I got with my boy Philly, and we shot the video and shit. And I told him, I was like, yo, I'm gonna shoot a video that's gonna make you cry. And he was like, whatever. So I shot the video, whatever. Played it for him. Nigga ran out the room.
That's crazy.
So I told you, nigga.
That's crazy, son. Word. I seen a lot of them shits too, man. You did more than one though, and
I mean, after that, you know what I'm saying, it was like they really can't. After that, they kind of can't tell me nothing because I told them what I was gonna do and I did it. So it was like, all right, cool, because they had already seen. Because I've been writing films and shit for years. I've been writing films and short stories and shit like that for years. But that was the first time I actually wanted to do anything and like put it out on set, like, you know what I'm saying, put it out like that. So you know what I'm saying, so that was cool.
Word. The shit looks good, man. It looks great actually, you know what I'm saying? That's what's up, man.
Thank you.
No doubt. Like, you know, since you've been through what you've been through in the music shit, and, you know, I got a lot of underground niggas that listen to me and that I fuck with. You got any advice to any aspiring, you know, entertainers, actors, rappers, artists, producers, you know?
Artistically or business?
Splash 50-50, like a little, you know what I'm saying? Like a little splash of this, a little splash of that.
Yeah, I mean, artistically, you just gotta be. You pretty much just gotta be real with yourself, like for a minute, and just figure out what it is that you do well, and what it is that you don't do well. You know what I'm saying? Like, so like certain artists got like. There's pretty much like in my opinion anyway, and this is just for me. There's kind of 3 lanes, kind of to go in. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's a street lane where you hard and all of that. Then you got like your club lane, and then you kind of, and then there's like, and then there's a spin off from the club lane, which is kind of like a strip club lane. If you dominate any one of the 3, then you can eat for a while. You know what I'm saying? But you got to figure out which, like what are you? Even if it's not one of 3, you might be a conscious rapper. You You know what I'm saying? Like whatever you do well, do that, and don't let nobody like distract you from that. Like, you know what I'm saying? I mean, you can always obviously branch off and do other songs but try to stick mainly to what it is that you do, because a lot of people, they're all over the place trying to do so much that they can't really concentrate on what they're doing. Because once you figure out, all right, well, this is the lane I'm trying to dominate, and you can figure out the steps to take to dominate it. Like, you're not going to dominate every lane at once. I mean, or rarely. I mean, you might could, but that depends on your music and more on your team. Because the people behind the scenes or who you got behind you are going to bring your music to places where otherwise it would just be you and your boys listening to it. You know what I'm saying? But once you know what you want, like if you know, like, I'm trying to be the hardest nigga out, you know what I'm saying? Then don't rap on a whole bunch. Then don't rap on these soft beats. Don't rap on these girly beats. It's not cool. Like no matter what your boys is telling you, like keep doing this hard shit, because that's what you're good at. That's what you're dominating at. If you're good with the chick shit, stop trying to prove you hard. You know what I'm saying? Just do that chick shit. You know what I'm saying? And rock out with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, stop trying to do that, because one is confusing, and two, it's showing people what you can't do more than what you can do. You know what I'm saying? So like, why even go that route? You know what I'm saying? So that would be that. And then for the business, understand that it's a business first and foremost. You know what I'm saying? Like, what fucks up a lot of kids is that, I mean, the game is built for young kids, so a lot, you know what I'm saying, a lot of them, it's not like they have business degrees and all of this shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, me included. Like, I came into the game, I had no business degree when I was doing this shit. I was 18 years old. You know what I'm saying? And I was still, and I wasn't the smartest kid in school when I was 18 years old, so I ain't had none of that shit. So it's like, and that's the same with a lot of other kids. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're in this shit because it's your dream. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're dreaming at that point. You know what I'm saying? It's like, this is my dream. No matter what age you are, when you're breaking into to this entertainment field, you're breaking into it because it's your dream. This has been your dream for your life. You know what I'm saying? That's only in your world. To everyone else, this is a business. And if you're going to keep dreaming, that's on you. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't, and as long as you keep dreaming, you're allowing yourself to get jerked, because you're thinking everything is great. You're thinking everybody's your boy. You're thinking everything's supposed to work out fairly, because that's the way it should work out. And the last thing it's going to do is work out fairly, unless your team makes sure it works out fairly. And you know what I'm saying? And by that, I mean your lawyer, you know what I'm saying, your management. Like if shit is on point, then shit is fair. But it's kind of like strong. You got a strong arm your way to be treated fair.
Son, that's some deep shit. You just broke the shit down like scientifically, man. I never heard it the way you just broke the shit down, son. I appreciate that, man. That was deep right there, man. Shit, just fucked my head up, my nigga. But yo, you know what I'm saying? Damn, nigga, you fucked my head up. But yeah, though, you know what I'm saying? I just wanted you to if you can, like, if you could share, like, some shit that probably niggas don't know about, like, probably if y'all was on the road or whatever, like, something that...
Although you were going now, you said share something, like what?
Yeah, like, if y'all was on the road, like a story and shit, like, if y'all was on the road, but... nothing incriminating or no crazy shit, you know what I'm saying? Just like, you know, something that happened while you know, some experience or something that niggas don't know about when you was in this music shit, and, you know, because we know you was around certain people or whatever, and just like a little story you could share about shit. Like an experience, or if y'all was on the road, or even like while y'all sitting on crates and shit in the hood or whatever, like, just like, you know, an experience y'all had together that, you know what I'm saying, that you could probably share for the rest of them.
I mean, yeah, I mean, like you said, I've been around a minute, so I mean, on the road, I mean, road is always fun. You know what I'm saying? I mean, road is fun for me because I'm single. You know what I'm saying? Like Pete, and certain niggas is married, but when you single, it's all out. You know what I'm saying? Then it's all good because the tour bus is now a party bus. Everybody's room is basically a party room. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like the tour, going on tour is different. That's a whole nother experience. Going on tour, I've been in the West now. We was in a stretch limo, right? This is on some other shit though, but we was in a stretch limo. We driving down the highway. Chick jumped up. We on the highway, right, but there's traffic, so we came to a stop. We in the left lane. Chick in the middle lane. Seen kiss in the window. Jumped out her car. She's a driver. She jumped out her car. Came in the what's the name limo. There had to be. It was a sausage factory in the limo. There was like at least 8. It was like 8. It was like 8, 9 niggas in the limo. That's it. Just us. So I forgot where we were driving to. Besides, like, I would say 2 or 3 of us. She gangstered the whole limo, like, and then just got dropped off at the what's his name at like the chicken at one of these off highway rest stop chicken spots. And niggas kept going. It was a bad chick. I never thought that she would do so. If I'd have seen her on the street, never would have thought she was a gangster like that.
That's crazy.
I say, yo, the road is crazy, yo. The road is crazy. I done seen, like, I mean, I've been around just like locally, seen I seen all types of shit. I seen hating niggas try to scrap with niggas. I seen you know what I'm saying? I mean, I seen super love, like when we had God rest his soul, when I brought Chinks to the hood, when I brought Chinks over to Saratoga. You know what I'm saying? That was dope. You know what I'm saying? And he was dumb cool, B. Chink, yo, boom, check it. You know how how them little bullshit buildings are in Saratoga, them little 3-story joints is, right? How you gotta you walk in, so like you walk in through one door, and then that's like where the mailboxes is, and then you walk in through the next door, and then you walk up the steps and shit, right?
Yeah, like a little fake lobby and shit.
Yeah, exactly. So wild niggas is gathered right there by like that little lobby where the mailboxes is, right? So I was setting up the shot up in the apartment, and then I was walking outside to see, because that's where the cameraman was. But in that little hallway, niggas was smoking, so you know I'm gonna stop and smoke with niggas. So I hear niggas say, "Yo, what up, Poobs?" So I look over at him, and he's standing there. And he got like a hockey jersey on, and he's standing there. And he's eating Chinese food. I thought he was one of the young niggas from Lawrence that I just hadn't seen in a minute, because he was so comfortable. He just chilling with everybody else is from Lawrence. Like, everybody else is from Lawrence and Saratoga. He was right there chilling, just him and his man, but they were so comfortable. I thought that they was one of them. So I was like, "What's good, my nigga?" Boom. Passed the blunt, walked outside, seen the camera. I was like, "Yo, what Chinks at?" He was like, "You was just talking to that nigga. We with the nigga with the hockey shirt." I said, "Yo, that's crazy." I went back to him like, "Yo, my nigga, you the realest nigga, my nigga. You in here, you like, I don't know, like, he had like there's no mistaking where you at when you're there. Like, you know you're amongst wolves. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, the hood ain't, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know when you in the hood, it's a whole, like, you know what I'm saying? The hood was out. That shit, I was like, "Yo, my nigga, thank you for coming and being so cool, my nigga. That was you the most down to earth nigga for that, man. I love you for being so cool like this." He was like, "Nah, it's nothing." I was like, "Nah, nigga, you don't know. Niggas don't come out here like that and just chill like that. Niggas from Yonkers don't come out here and feel comfortable chilling like that."
Word.
You know what I mean? Like, niggas from out, you walk a couple blocks away and tell a nigga just stand right here, eat some Chinese food right there. Just do that. In the hallway with amongst all of them. Niggas is telling you, hell nah, niggas ain't doing it. If they doing it, they shook. He was dumb chill. That's why I loved him. I was like, man, love you for this.
Yeah, that was dope right there. Thanks for sharing that shit, son. Word. Rest in peace to that nigga too, man. Good nigga right there.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah, definitely. Rest in peace, man. That was, you know what I'm saying? Good dude. Like I didn't know it for long because actually, as soon as I wrapped up that shoot, that's the same that night. I flew out to London. And I just got back for like 6 months ago.
Oh, okay, that's what's up. How that London life treat you, man? That shit is flavors out there. Where you was at? Like that shit is different. But I mean, shit is flavors out there.
I was in South London. You know what I'm saying? So I was in a spot called Norwood. You know what I'm saying? They'll tell you it's the hood. I'll tell you that shit was dope. That shit was cool to me, man. I mean, but you know, you in another country, everything is different.
Word.
You know what I'm saying? But from, like, it was a dope experience, man. I enjoyed it. And like I said, like I was out there the whole time just writing. So, you know what I'm saying? I ended up writing 4 books. So it was great. You know what I'm saying? It was just, I was just able to just be away from everything and just really get away from everybody and just write. It's pretty much all I did.
That's what's up. I know you got some shit. I know you got some shit in the works, man. Word.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, since I've been back, like I said, I've been back a few months, and that's, you know what I'm saying, I've just been going hard and just doing a bunch of shit. You know what I'm saying? Like like as soon as I got back, they were about to wrap up Jada's album, and then I ended up playing the joint that was the last joint that made the album. Like you know what I'm saying? So I caught that, and then from there, just been rocking, just trying to put all of these other different projects together. You know what I'm saying? I got a bunch of different shit that I'm doing, like I said, and just trying to make sure every day each one takes a step forward.
That's what's up. Yo, just thinking of it, like the way you say you caught the Kiss's last album and shit as soon as you got back or whatever. I remember hearing or seeing, not too sure because I'm a little cloudy up there, but like the Rick Ross shit, like you had something to do with something, that you had a production credit or something in the album or some shit. Was
Rick Ross?
Yeah, like, I don't know if it was
on Rick Ross' album. On Rick Ross' album, I'm sure I better have credit. I mean, it wouldn't be for production though. It'd be for engineering from the. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we've worked with him a bunch of times, and so I recorded all of those joints. So I'm sure amongst credits, it'll probably have me somewhere on there.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I was just like, I bring that shit up just to clear that up for me and shit. Cause I remember niggas, I was like, word, empty.
Yeah.
That's dope, man. Word, man. Fucking So yo, man, if you want to say anything else, man, you know, pretty much like this is, you know, pretty much the conclusion and shit. It's a dope ass interview too, man. By the way, I appreciate it, man. It's not for nothing. Niggas like you with your status could be on some bullshit, man. But you a cool ass nigga, man. You ain't a fucking like a asshole. Like, you know what I'm saying? You're a great inspiration to my music life. You know what I'm saying? Based on how you do shit and what you do. And as a man, like your humbleness, man, is an inspiration to me as a man, son. Just so you know that, man. Word up.
Thank you, brother. I mean, it's shit like that really keeps me humble, because like words like that and shit like that is worth more than anything anyone could ever really give me. Like that's just real shit. Like to be a part of someone's, to be able to touch someone's life like that, or you know what I'm saying, or just help someone through. Because I've had people tell me, yo, my nigga, like I was locked up. Your music like really got me through it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Or like I was going through a hard time, and like listening to your music really got me through it. And that means more to me than anything. Like to know that I could be just a stupid nigga in Yonkers sitting in front of a piano in the dark, and affect somebody in Africa is crazy. You know what I'm saying? Because I've had people, like when I was in London, like, it was a real eye-opening experience. Because I really had people that was from like Ghana and from, you know what I'm saying, South Africa that met me and was like, yo, I love this and I love that, and like your music got me through this and that. And it was like, damn, I would have never thought I'd have reached that far from sitting in Yonkers. You know what I'm saying? Like I never would have thought that. Like I knew New York knew about it. You know what I'm saying? Or like, you know, Jersey, Tri-State, whatever. But you know, I'm in the studio all day. You know what I'm saying? Even with tours and with shows and shit. Like I'll hit a tour up, but like regular shows, if they're in the area, I'm not really out there like that. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather just keep working. So to, to be in another country and have them be, and like people out there be like, yo, like we fuck with you, and then people, you already in another country, someone from another country than that is telling you, yo, we fuck with you. It's like, oh shit, like I would have never thought that. You know what I'm saying? So like all that shit needs more than anything.
That's what's up, man. Word. I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one that feel like that either, you know? Word.
Nah, I mean, yeah, thank you. And as far as something to say, people need to read, man. Y'all niggas need to read, be healthy, eat healthy. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a war out here on all fronts, man. It's not just the shit we see on TV, man. It's like they're against us, and I mean, it's population control at all times with these people, all times, and they hit us from all angles. There's bees in Brazil that they'll warn you about and tell you about. There's all types of shit that right now, you know what I'm saying? But even down to just, you know what I'm saying, just the supermarket. Like, you just walking through the supermarket is a war zone. You know what I'm saying? You got to watch what you eat, watch what you put in your body, because what you put in your body, like, it's real when they say, like, when they say what we eat is fuel. So what we put in our body really can build or destroy our body. You know what I'm saying? So be smart, be healthy. You know what I'm saying? Be aware. Don't believe all the bullshit that you see on TV, all the lies that you hear from the media all the time. Do your own research. Figure it out for yourself. Don't even listen to me right now. Fuck with everything I tell you. Do the research for yourself. Figure it out for yourself. That way you can have, you know what I'm saying, not only the knowledge, but the wisdom and understanding to be able to, you know what I'm saying, to make the right decision.
That's fucking deep, man. My nigga Poobs, man. D-Block, man. Big brother out here in the town, man. You know what I'm saying? He's responsible for a lot of shit, man. You know what I'm saying? Including having LOX in them sounding how they sound, and niggas like X and certain niggas, man. Yo, we appreciate this interview big time. You know what I'm saying? And you're
welcome, my nigga. Thank you for having me on here. You know, we know each other for forever, so I always, you know, say anything you need. All you gotta ever do is just hit.
All right, my nigga. I appreciate that, man. Word up.
No doubt. Enjoy the rest of your day, bro. I'm about to finish this blunt and go eat. I'm starving.
Definitely, man. Poobs, good looking, bro.
No doubt. Peace. One, y'all.
Peace.